I'm Andy White from DMG Events, and I'm very happy today to be joined by Taina Sateri, who's the Trade Counsellor of the EU delegation here in the UAE. We're delighted to be working with the EU, who are supporting our F&B Stakeholder Summit here at the Hotel Shoal Dubai, and we're very grateful for support they have provided in ensuring that all the ingredients supplied for our Chef's Table cooking competition are from EU countries. Taina, what are some of the methods that you use to monitor the produce's journey from farm to fork?
Yes, thank you, Andy, for the question. Yes, in the EU we have different methods to guarantee the safety and the quality for the food from farm to fork for each step. We have a basic set of legislation, which is a very solid legislation implied to all 27 EU member states. This is called the General Food Law, which gives the basis. And then, of course, it's not only the legislation, but it has to be implemented. So there are different control systems in place. And also there are strong demands that it's not only the authorities but the food business operators who also have to know what is their responsibility. So basically this legislation gives responsibility for each player in this chain of food chain.
Okay, and how does the European Union ensure that the F&B products that we receive here retain their quality after travelling, hundreds or thousands of kilometres to get here?
Yeah, that's actually the responsibility of the food business operator. It depends on the product. Of course, there are different requirements for meat products, for plant products, but this is also certified by the authorities from member states. So again, there are different ways. So also there are of course requirements for the transport. For example, they have to monitor the temperature all the way along all the chain. And of course nowadays the products come, as an example, by air cargo. So there can be fresh seafood. 6 hours it will be in Dubai in a hotel or restaurant. So
yeah, that's great. But when the pandemic hit last year, what was the EU's response to ensure the integrity of the supply chain to the UAE?
Yes, there were actually different obstacles that we had to overcome. First of all, there was an issue of transport between the different EU member states, as the borders were closed and the people couldn't move, but the food has to move. So actually the ministers of transport in whole EU, they agreed that there will be like a specific green lane for the transport, so that there is never more than 50 minutes delay at the border when the food is going in a truck. So this was one of the methods how to make sure that the food is moving. Then there was also a problem, for example, how to get the product from the EU to the UAE, because there was a lack of cargoes for the ship, because they didn't come from China because there was the pandemic, nothing was going out. But then actually the airlines came much to the rescue. Because the aeroplanes didn't then transport people, so they started to transport cargo.
Right.
So there were many actually discussions and efforts from different people what had to be done. But in the end it was a big success, because actually the EU could actually supply 25% more than normal to the Middle East.
Right, that's interesting. So the food could move, but the people couldn't.
Exactly. Exactly.
But the infrastructure seems very, very good. But how can a customer be sure that they're receiving quality food and beverage products from the EU, even though it sounds like it works very, very well?
Yeah. Well, I think it's this combination of safety requirements and quality. So as I mentioned already, the safety regulations guarantee the safety of the product, that there are no microbiological risks from cheese or meat or chemicals. But then also there is the question of quality, and I think that's part of European consumers being very demand. They are used to having a high quality product, so I think there's a lot of competition between different EU manufacturers. So basically they have to make sure that there is not only safety but also quality and taste in the food.
That's great. Well, that's great. Thank you very much for explaining that to us. It's obviously great to know that when we go out to a restaurant or a hotel and we're eating, it's the explanation you've given us now sort of it backs up the quality of food that we're getting in hotels in Dubai. So thank you very much for joining us today.